Here we go again. Here we go again, people. Here we go again. Even the Brentford fans were singing it. Even the Brentford fans were singing it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What can we say? What can we say, people? Big up to everyone that's in. This is I'm just sick and tired of it now. I'm just sick and tired of it. Yeah, I'm lost for words to be. Well, I'm not lost for words, to be honest. I'm just absolutely sick and tired of this now. Because you know what's coming and you can defend it who you like. Man City don't lose that game tonight if that's Man City. If you're going to be champions of the Premiership, you see your rivals win 3-0 24 hours before and you go and do your business. You take care of your own business. I keep saying it's what we do. It's not what Man City do. We take care of business tonight, we're 6 points clear. That first half was an absolute shambolic. It was slow. It was predictable. It was timid. No one really got on the ball. Gyökeres's touch was awful. Trossard was just cutting in and running out and didn't know what to do. Noni Madueke, apart from the goal, done absolutely nothing. Just got his head on the end of the goal. Thank God he did. Other than that, he runs down alleyways. He's in two minds. He's predictable. You can read him. He's no end product. Zubamendi, Mr. Safe, just passes it 5 yards here and there. First half was shambolic. Eze might as well not be at the football club. Absolutely horrendous. The manager's killed him. The manager's killed him. Eze, have a nice summer, my friend. You are not going to America. You got more chance going to Clacton. You got more chance going to Clacton or Spain or Germany. You're not going to the USA. Forget it. You're not going to the World Cup. He's killed you. He's killed you. He's absolutely ruined you. We have no number 10 at this football club. I keep saying it. We have no number 10. If you haven't got a number 10, if you haven't got a Paul Merson, if you haven't got a number 10 in your team, you don't win Premier Leagues. We haven't got Eze. Havertz is injured. And Odegaard, well, what can I say? By the way, Odegaard, when you lost your man on that goal, please don't fake injury. Don't fake injury. You lost your man. You lost your man. And you went missing. In fact, the whole Arsenal team went missing as soon as Brentford scored that goal. It was wave after wave after wave. They were breaking from deep. They had runners from midfield. Bit of quality in the final third. They're winning 3-4-1. If it hadn't been for Mosquera, that last ditch challenge, if it hadn't been for Rice interception, we're getting beat easy. Let's get it real. Let's cut to the chase, because I'm sick and tired of all the crap you're going to hear on other channels and what people say. Let's get it to the chase right now. I've said this before. Our team is overrated. The squad is not good enough. Not good enough. And on top of that, you've got a manager, again, in a big game, when the pressure's on, he does nothing. Substitutions wrong. Why didn't he go free at the back? Why did he bring Calafiori on? Why didn't he just go free at the back, put an extra body in midfield? Why didn't he go 4-4-2? Why didn't he put Jesus up front alongside Gyökeres and put pressure on their defender, who, by the way, got man of the match? Didn't have to do a lot. Raya kept us in the game on a couple of occasions, even though he looked shaky, his distribution. And Gabriel having bozo moments again without Saliba. Saliba's the nice, calm influence on the back four. Saliba's like, yeah. Buckle up, people. It's going to be a long, long, bumpy, agonising ride. Can you imagine the banter and the stick we are going to take if we don't win this league? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine the fallout? I'm emigrating. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna join Suge and Nicholas Taraj, or I'll go over to America and join Brother Lynch and all of that. I'll be gone. I won't be able to stand it. But anyway, let's get some of your highlights. And Darren, I said for the first night, Odegaard shouldn't even be on the bench as an option. He went missing. He's a coward. You want your captain to step up. Where was he in the second half? Where was Zubamendi in the second half? Where was he? How many times did he touch the ball second half? Where was he? Where was he? He was just getting overrun. What did I say about Zubamendi defensively? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Terrible day. Arsenal make everything worse. Yep. Yep. It's coming, people. It's coming. City lurking just 4 points behind Arsenal. Won 2 league games in their last 6. You ain't winning the Premiership. It's worse than last season. Eze, absolute garbage. Yeah, it's not Eze, my friend. Manager's killed him. You don't go from being one of the best attacking midfield players for 3 seasons consistently and look like that in half a season. You just don't. It just don't happen. Just don't happen. It's the manager. Manager's killed him. Big up, my friend. Big up, my friend. Eze was just walking around because that's what he's told to do. They're the positions he's told to take up. Spurs are awful, but they'll find a way against Arsenal. Yeah, big manager bounce. They'll find a way. They'll find a way, brother. I'm fuming, mate. What was that about? Honestly, I don't understand it. Understand it. Understand it. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get in the real world. Get realistic. This is Arsenal Football Club under Mikel Arteta. And do you know the frightening thing is? Look at those players. Look at certain players tonight coming off the field. Absolutely knackered. I said we can't go up another level. There is no more level this team can go up. We've peaked. This is it now. There's no more gears now. There's no more gears. We're in the highest gear possible. Rice cannot give any more now on that football pitch. He's burnt out. He's done. He's washed. He's having to cover for Zubamendi. He's having to cover for this one, Odegaard. He's having to cover here. He's having to cover here. He's done. He's trying to join the attack. He's trying to drive forward. He's making interceptions. There is not another level this team can go up. Saka comes on injured. Injured. You can see clearly he's not fit. It's as clear as day. Saka is not fit. Anyone can see that when that brother walked. You can see just by his body language. These men behind me do not lose that game tonight. And yet this is the best team in history that we're watching now, apparently. Big up to every single one of you people. I'm honestly, I'm just, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Am I upset? Surprised? I don't know. Am I excited? No, not been excited for months with this team. Oh, but we're negative. No, we're just realistic. We've just been telling everyone what's round the corner. Yeah. We said Brentford's a good team. Our manager got schooled by Keith Andrews, set piece coach. Got schooled. And when the cameras were panning to Arteta, he didn't have a clue what to do. He didn't have a clue. He was just watching Brentford. He was just praying that they didn't score. He was absolutely praying they didn't score. He didn't know how to change it. He didn't know how to slow the game down. He didn't know how to take the tempo out of the game. He didn't know how to switch play. He didn't have a clue what to do. He was just hoping we'd get a set piece or a free kick or something like that. That's what he was hoping for. There was no tactics at all in that second half. There was none in the first half, but there was definitely none in the second half. We don't deserve to win the league. Again, sideways, backwards football, no creative in midfield, no cutting edge in the final third. Again, defensively, we have had the lead instead of killing it. We've got no attack. Our final third, our attack all season has been abysmal. Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. The Spurs game at the weekend is crucial. They've got to get themselves up for Wolves yet. Yeah, if Brentford has their shooting boots on you. Do you know what? There was one there, that last second of the game. If he squares it to Yamat or something, if he squares that ball, that's 2-1. That's 2-1. Mosquera. If he doesn't make that challenge, it's 2-1. Rice, if he doesn't cover back and nick the ball, it's 2-1. How have they got that much energy? They went a goal behind against the best team in the world, and yet they ran all over us towards the end of that game. We had no legs. We had no answer to it. No answer to it. He was bringing on Calafiori at left back, like for like substitutions. Martinelli for Trossard, Calafiori for Incape, like for like. Saka for Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, like for like. No change, no tactical change, no putting Saka in the middle, leaving Madueke on, bringing Saka in as a number 8 or a number 10, changing it up, trying to bamboozle the opposition, trying to pull their midfield out of positions that don't belong there, trying to get them onto the back foot, tactically trying to change the narrative of the game to make them think, no, that's all right. Oh, there. Keith Andrews gone, oh, okay, like for like, no problem. We'll just keep playing the same way. No problem at all. We'll get in behind you. We've been lucky, Clement. We've been lucky in a lot of games. People don't realise. Own goals have got us out of trouble. Set pieces have got us out of trouble so many times. Lynch could have easily lost that game, and we should have lost that game, brother. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's say it as it is. I was predicting 3-1 Arsenal. How stupid am I? How stupid am I, brother? I'm giving it 3-1 Arsenal. We were poor. Let's get it right. You go and watch Man City, Trent's, and win 3-0. And then you come out with that the following day, 24 hours later, you're showing us that. And you're telling me that this is a team that's going to step up and win the Premier League. It's abysmal. You have Christian on AFTV blaming the fan base. No, I blame the fans like Christian. That's who I blame. For not calling it out and putting this club under pressure to actually get a proper manager and an elite manager. Someone that goes to Brentford tonight and get 3 points. Crazy. Exactly. Try something different. You got to try something. You got to try. Martinelli couldn't smash the first time. I know. And then Rice is clean through and he squares it to Gyökeres. Why does he pass to Gyökeres, by the way? Because all he's heard is, no one passes to me. He doesn't get the service. So what does he do? He passes it to him instead of slapping it bottom corner. He looks up and thinks, I better pass to Gyökeres. And you think these players don't react to what they hear and what they see on social media. All he's done is listen to fans go, well, he don't get the service. Well, he did tonight, didn't he? Yeah, Soph's a legend, man. Little Sophie, is that the young Sophie? Yeah. Try to speak about tactics. Poor girl has a notion about football. Big up DJB. You can't talk tactics with these fans, man. They don't know. They live in the moment. They live in the moment. They'll be flip-flopping around now. They'll have their flip-flops out. They'll have their Havaianas. Yeah, they'll be wearing their flip-flops tonight. They'll be flip-flopping around tonight now. Yeah. And then when or if we beat Wolves, they'll all be like taking their flip-flops on and putting their trainers on and their Arsenal sweatshirts. Yeah. The fact of the matter is, we are only 4 points clear of Man City, and the only winners tonight are Manchester City. And they ain't even had to get out of bed. And they've got players coming back from injury fresh as daisies. They've got players that have been rotated. They've got players that have been rested in certain games. They're up for it. We are running on empty. We're like a car that hasn't been serviced for 3 years, but it's still going. And you're thinking, any minute now it's going to break down. I must get it serviced. And you don't. You keep running it. You keep running it. You keep running it. You all then go away on a family holiday and it breaks down the motorway. And they all turn around and go, why didn't you get it serviced? That's our players. That's our players. They're just running on empty. Declan Rice especially. Timber. Gabriel. And we're playing teams now that have got something to play for. We're playing teams now that are hovering around a European place and fighting for relegation. And I've said this before. Sometimes playing these teams in this stage of the season is worse than playing your Liverpools and Man Cities and all of that. Because you know what you're getting off of Liverpools and the Man Cities. These teams now, like your Palaces, your Wolves, all of these teams, Brightons, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. They're trying to just get up the table as high as they can. Some of them are trying to get into Europe, and some of them are fighting relegation, like West Ham. They're the hardest games to play in because you don't quite know how to navigate them. And with this manager, he certainly don't know how to navigate them. These are the points that we drop. We've been saying it. We've been saying it all along. It's not the City games. It's not the Liverpools. It's not the Man Uniteds. It's these games. It's your Brentfords away, your Brightons away, your West Hams. They're the games that this manager can't cope with and never been able to cope with it. It's just not me being negative. It's me just giving you facts. People are going to say, oh, you're all doom and gloom, but we're still 4 points clear. Yeah, but are we convincingly 4 points clear? That's the difference. If we're smashing teams out the ground, scoring goals for fun, obliterating teams and not giving teams any hope, and we're 4 points clear, I'm sitting here going, yeah, perhaps I'm overreacting. But we're 4 points clear and we've been quite lucky. That's the difference. Speak your mind, call it out, don't hold back. Just don't call out to another content creators. Try not to highlight them. No, I don't bother with them. I don't mention their names. Don't have nothing to do with them. Not interested in them, my friend. Not interested in them. They know who the real ones are. Yeah. I'm only interested in what we do in the huddle. You know, that's it. And similar channels to this one. Yeah. You know people, didn't you? You know. No one getting higher than 5 on the pitch for me. And that Rice, Gabriel Mosquera. Yeah. Yeah. Timber was bad as well, wasn't he? Timber was bad. By the way, Gabriel should have been sent off. Everyone going on about Foden last night. Gabriel, that's the second yellow. He's lucky to stay on the pitch. That's the second yellow. Should have been sent off. Come to Australia, mate. We take care of you. Nicholas, I'm telling you now, if Arsenal don't get over the line, I've got to go somewhere. It's going to be unbearable. And rightly so. Rightly so, Nicholas. How can you be saying about, oh, this is the best club in the world. This manager's this. It's the best team in the world. It's the best this. And all the PR that's been surrounding it. This manager's a genius. And we don't win the league. We finish fourth. We finish second again, 4 years running. There's no hiding place, is there? There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go other than open the door and walk away from the Emirates. That's the only thing you can do. Ah, mate. There's still a little bit of me hoping, though. That's the problem. That's where I'm at. And I know brother Shane and all of that are saying, no, we definitely ain't going to win the league. And listen, I 100% where they're coming from. But there's still that little bit of hope with me, you know, and that's the thing, because I know deep down it ain't going to happen. But I'm still holding on to that bit of hope. Because I'm getting older, people. I'm like 22 years ago I last saw it. You know? I might not be around in another 20 years, 22, 25 years' time. I've got to grab as many titles as I can now. I'm not saying I'm old and finished and washed up, but you know where I'm coming from. Yeah? I'm on the baseline here, you know? I'm not at the net. Does Arteta actually have that much control over these players? Yeah, he does. Trust me, brother, he does. Go and look at a Declan Rice interview, what he done on TNT. And he says the manager is in total control of the football club. He has the total control of the football club. What he says goes. In other words, Declan Rice's words. That's what Declan Rice said in an interview. He runs this football club. And I've said all along, it is the most dangerous road you can go down. When one man is bigger than the football club, it is dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Top Gooner's not saying it's only a point. Yep. Oh, yeah, there'd be certain people now telling you, oh, they'd be like, oh, that's it, we're finished. Next week, they'd be saying, oh, he's a genius. I'm blaming the entire club top to bottom. You just get, the problem is, right, guys, the problem is you just get that feeling that this is all happening again, because a lot of what I saw tonight, I saw last season and the season before. We've played Liverpool, 1 point. Man United, 0 points. Leeds, 3 points. Sunderland, 3 points. Brentford, 1 point. That's not league. That's not league winning form. That's not league winning form, people, whether you like it or not. That's not me having a go. That's not me being negative. That's not me pointing out. That's just me looking at the facts. You cannot look at our results and go, that is championship winning form. I'm so tired of these Arteta's top gooners. When are you all going to realise that Arteta isn't the answer and won't win the league because he plays negative defensive football? Wake up. That first half was awful, Clement. Awful. Even the co-commentator was saying it's predictable. Yeah, big up to everyone. It was on everybody tonight. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Disgraced performance. This team has no mentality. I think the title's done. Saka, Odegaard, Zubi hiding. This is what I said about Zubamendi, didn't I? He give you one game and 2 bad ones. Can't have that. Can't have that. How many times have I said you cannot have players? You cannot have players when you're going for a Premiership title. You can't have players giving you 8 out of 10 one game and 5 out of 10 for the next 2 games. You've got to have Declan Rice levels. You've got to have players that are giving you 8 out of 10 every single game. Gyökeres was rubbish tonight. He couldn't control it. He couldn't control his own dinner. Seriously. It's bouncing off of him. The defender's nicking it off of him. I'm surprised he stayed on the pitch. Disgrace. Where's your captain in the second half? I was looking behind my curtain, wondering whether he was behind there. That's how much he was hiding. I was checking my place to make sure he weren't hiding behind around the corner. Saka comes on. He even looked as if he was injured. He come off the bench going, really, have I got to play? Do you want me to play, boss? Just look at his body language when he came on. Didn't even want to come on. He had hot water bottles. He was putting hot water bottles in his bag. Keep him warm. Oh, I had to turn it off, Ethan. I can't listen to it. I can't listen to Keown. I can't watch Arteta. I shall read his post-match reaction, but I can't watch it. If he's come out with that, muppet, absolute muppet. How have you turned Eze into a player like that? Awful. Absolutely disgraceful. Did you see that hot water bottles? Yeah, absolutely. I just said it, Savage. I'm big up. I'm a little bit behind on the chat, people. I'm in a mess here because I know what's coming, but I've still got that little bit of hope, and it's awful. It's awful. It's like waiting for important test results or something. Do you remember when you're waiting for your exam results, or you've been to the doctors or something and you've had to have tests or whatever? I don't know. Think of a situation you've been in where you're waiting for important results or something. That's what it's like. Or you're due a refund, or you're due something to drop into your bank, and you're waiting for it because you need it. That's what it's like at the moment. I'm just waiting. But there's that hope. Keown said the pressure of the title race is bringing the best out of Odegaard. Just don't listen to him. Just don't listen to him. He's a fraud, mate. He's an absolute fraud. He's not an invincible. He's a muppet. Big up the Martin Tap all day long. Hanging on in the end there, and Odegaard for goal. We was hanging on for dear life, brother. I don't care what anyone said. I don't care what. There was only one winner. When Brentford scored, there was only one winner. If I said to you, Martin, there's £300, go and pick a winner. Bet in play. Bet in play right now. Last 25 minutes of that match. Big up to you, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Joseph Connor-Gold, an absolute legend as well. Another real one. Ethan better than Havertz, Odegaard, Eze, and creating yet out on loan, DJB. Saka kept passing to Brentford players 2 out of the 10. Saka's not fit. Saka's not fit. Saka hasn't been fit for all season. He'd be struggling to make the England team as well. Big up to you, Joseph. Yep. Ethan out on loan. Who'd have thought, eh? Who'd have thought? Whose decision was that? The manager's. Can I just say, right, people, I know you're saying everyone's to blame and all of that, but ultimately the buck stops at the football manager. Keep saying it. The buck stops at the football manager. Thomas Frank got the sack because the team's not good enough, because it's down to him. Players ain't been sacked. None of them Tottenham players have been stopped any wages. Sean Dyche got the sack because the buck stops at the manager. That's what it falls down to at the end of the day. Big up to the real ones. Big up my friend Footy Bents. Thank you very much indeed. Make sure you sub, smash your like, people. Welcome to the community. It's another frustrating night tonight, people. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be happy, but I predicted 3-1. I feel like a fraud. Honestly, I feel like a fraud. Top mutants are saying it was a good point against a good team. They'll swing the narrative. You're telling me we're not good enough to beat Brentford? £1 billion spent. Best team in Europe. Favourites to win the Champions League, and we can't rock up at Brentford and win. Have they mentioned that? Of course they haven't. I'm just waiting for the season to end so we can sack this. Yeah. Trouble is, he ain't going to get the sack, brother. That's the problem. Undefeated in the Champions League, look mid-table tonight. This is what I'm saying, Lynch. You don't go undefeated in the Champions League and become favourites of the Champions League and rock up at Brentford going for a title and play like that. Can't be doing with it. Relegated. Arteta has run out of Groundhog Days. I hope it's a point earned by week 38. That's the only positive way to look at it. It is the only positive way to look at it, Lynch. It is. The trouble is we're dropping too many points now, brother. And the thing as well, though, guys, as I said to you before, I wouldn't be so worried being 4 points clear if I saw the players perform and they were fresh and we were playing brilliant football and we were blowing teams off the park. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, we're 4 points clear, but I'll tell you what, we're not playing some good football. These players look really good. They're really bang on it. We're 4 points clear and we've got players out of form. We've got players injured. And we've got a player that are just running. We've got players that are running on empty. That's the difference. Said 1-1. Big up, Prime. You did, my friend. Big up, Darren, to you, my friend. The Blue Shark circling massively. It's more than circling, brother. Got the results spot on. Yeah. Big up, DJB. I'm gutted but not surprised. Deja Poo, 100%. Andy Kershaw, massively. The first half performance was absolutely shocking. Apart from the first 15 minutes of the second half, the rest of it was shocking as well. I think we came out second half, first 15, 10 minutes, and that was it. Other than that, nothing to shout about. How the Cronkies letting this happen? Prone, if they let it happen, if we don't win a major title, it's all on the Cronkies next year. It's all on the Cronkies. Can't blame the manager. Can't blame the manager. He bought on the Norwegian cripple, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Finished. They're out of juice. They're out of petrol. They're out of fuel. Don't know how you go on the Dan Potts debate. Them clowns, none of them are kicked a ball. Oh, no, it's getting hard, my friend. It is getting hard. I've got to be honest with you. Big up, Static. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. My 1-0 prediction was almost a thing, and then Arteta happened. Yeah. He didn't have a clue, did he? Did not have a clue. We're limping over the line. I don't even think we're going to get over the line. Waha. Good evening, my friend. Hope you're well, brother. Christian needs to look in the mirror. What they'll do now, they'll come up with every single narrative to deflect away from the manager. I want to know what post. I want to see his post-match reaction. We'll get it up in a minute, and we'll go through it. We'll go through the crap that he's come up with, because I don't know what he's come up with. Big up the views, Frank. Thanks for the raid, brother. Big up the views every single time. Make sure another real one. Make sure you go and sub to the views. Big up DJB. Arsenal win the league. I don't think any of these players will be remembered as a legend in history. What you're saying? They won't be remembered. 1 or 2 players probably. Rice, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. Other than that, Saka will probably be remembered for a good player when he was good. You know, because he has carried this team, let's be honest. If it weren't for Saka, the manager wouldn't be here. It's only this season that he's been poor. Other than that, he's been our most consistent player. Big up the Shane and views, man. Big up to you. But you can't. These men behind me, everyone remembers these. Everyone remembers these men. Ashley Cole, Ian Wright, Gilberto, Patrick Vieira, Sol Campbell, Dennis Bergkamp, Bobby Pires. You talk about them for years. I'll go even further. Frank Stapleton. Liam Brady, Alan Sunderland's, Radford's, Georgie Armstrong's, Frank McClintock, Sammy Nelson, Paul Merson's, Alan Smith's. That 89 team doesn't draw that game tonight. They win it. George Graham changes it up and wins it. That's the difference. That's the difference. Lawrence, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. What you saying, brother? What you saying? DJB 4 points ahead of City with a game at the Etihad still to come, so technically we're only a point behind them. True, my friend. But what do you know about football? Because we've got the Super Mick. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. And do you know what, Lawrence? It's not that game as well I'm worried about. Chelsea at home. They'll want to put one over on us. We weren't brilliant against them in the second leg of the League Cup. We weren't brilliant at Stamford Bridge against 10 men. I can see him nicking a point. And you know my next game that fears me? West Ham. West Ham. Worst place to go. One of the worst stadiums to go, or a team to play when they are fighting for their lives in relegation. I think we've got Brighton away as well, haven't we? Another tough one. Guys, make sure you smash a like on your way in or on your way out. Yeah. Talking to West Ham, he knows. This brother knows. Absolute legend. E20 zone. Big up, brother. The cracks are starting. James, what have we been saying? What have we been saying? What have I been saying? What has Aaron been saying on the OGs when we're on now? Normski, Shane, Views, Northside, Lee, Matty. We keep it real. We know what's happening. We've seen it because we watch football. We don't live in the moment. We don't live with our head in the cloud. We see the bigger picture. We're realistic. I said this manager should have been sacked last season. It was criminal we never won the Carabao Cup. It was criminal we went out against Newcastle over 2 legs and we lost against Man United in the FA Cup on penalties, 10 men. We should have at least won silverware. The alarm bells were already there. But what happened was they kept him on. They threw money at it. He went and bought one of the most exciting attacking midfield players that would have walked into most teams in Eze. And he's made him look, like Uncle Bob down the pub with his football boots that you've dragged out on a Sunday morning. And we bought a striker who don't get any service. And if he ain't scoring goals, his touch is awful. He looks like Fulkrug. Worse. No technical ability whatsoever. And we've got no left-sided midfield player. They only play when they want to play. Whoopi Goldberg on the right in Madueke. And we've got no left-back. And we've got to come to your stadium and you might need 3 points to stay in the Premier League. You've got nothing to fear, brother. Nothing to fear. You're staying up. You're staying up. Arsenal, don't let the country down. Stop the thieving scouts. We ain't letting anyone down, mate. We're honestly. As I said on the mingle yesterday, if I was to give you £1,000 and said, go and here's a free bet. Here's £1,000, $1,000, whatever currency you've got. Yeah. Go and put your money on one team to win the Premier League. Take your Arsenal hat off. You're not an Arsenal fan. I've just given you some money and go and pick one team to win the Premier League. I would say 90% of people would put it on Manchester City. And that's just a fact. That's not me being negative. Because it's PTSD, call it what you like. Me and Shane was being accused of having PTSD. Boy, you're right, we've got PTSD. Why wouldn't you have? Why wouldn't you have? You got a manager that's failed on numerous occasions, and you're telling me to be excited and trust the process again. Big up to people. Yeah, I can't imagine what they've said, brother. I bet they're absolutely fuming. This manager just lacks the cojones to install winning mentality. He lacks in-game management. That's what he lacks. That's what he lacks. He comes across well in the press conference. He says all the right things. I keep saying he'd be a brilliant politician. He gets everyone believing in him with his words, buzzwords that he uses. And all the little training videos where he's jumping about and laughing and jumping on people's backs and all of that. How many clubs do you know put out so many training videos? I don't know any other than Arsenal, where they're laughing and joking. And then videos that you see where they're riding around in a golf buggy around the training ground with a player in there, and he's asking him questions and all of that. How many clubs do this? How many clubs have got a dog? It's an embarrassment. We're the most hated club in the country, and it's not because of the stadium. It's not because of the football players. It's not because of what we stand for in our history. They know we're a brilliant club. We've got fantastic history. We're hated because of the fan base are so deluded and talk out of their backsides pretty much most of the time. Why do you think everyone wanted Brentford to win tonight? Not because they actually hate Arsenal as a football team, because they can't stand the fans. And it's fans like us that is trying to keep it real. Havertz might be our best number 10. Can you believe it? I just said that. Unknown figs, 135. I can believe it. We've spent £1 billion. £1 billion. 95% of the fan base wanted Havertz out of the football club in the summer because they wanted Gorkarez and we wanted a number 9, the missing piece. That's all we need. And we walked the title. Their words. Now, Havertz is looking like our best player. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like Tony fucking said, we won't win the league with Odegaard as captain and this manager. Yeah, but look what Tony Adams got. Tony Adams got crucified. Tony Adams is looking at that tonight thinking we don't lose that game. All the teams that I've captained don't lose that game. Can you imagine Tony Adams being captain tonight? Patrick Vieira. Just take 10 seconds and imagine Patrick Vieira or Tony Adams being captain of that football team tonight. Brentford don't score. Brentford don't score. Darren, it's looking likely, bruv. I fancy Tottenham to beat us with the new manager. I'm telling you. Honestly, don't predict no more scores. I'm not predicting any more scores. Don't predict them. Igal blaming the referee. Why is he blaming the referee? Gabby should have been sent off. 2 yellow cards. Big up, Pro. They'll smash your like, bruv. I hope so. Let's get 123 in the building. Smash your like. Yeah. If you can be happy, if you can make me happy, just smash a like or sub to the channel if you haven't subbed. Can you just hear that Toronto Maple Leaf Mong telling everyone to calm down? Crazy. Absolute madness. Absolute. It's mental. It's mental. Lawrence, just don't watch him, brother. Don't let him ruin you. Don't let him ruin you. I'm telling you. He'll drive you to your death. Without Declan Rice, forget the title. He's single-handedly carrying the midfield. He is. If I'll tell you what, right? If James is still in the chat, E20 zone, right? How Declan Rice is running things for Arsenal in midfield, he was doing for West Ham. That's how he was playing for West Ham, right? But he never got recognised at West Ham because it was West Ham. All disrespect, no disrespect to him, right? But that's what he was doing for West Ham, and he's doing it for us now. He's having to cover Odegaard. He's having to cover Zubimendi. Someone tell me how Zubimendi is the best signing of the season. This squad has been overhyped so much, it is a joke. It is an absolute joke. There's a difference between having more strength and being good and being better. Yeah, we've got more options, but are those options going to catapult us to the next level? Are those options going to get us over the line? Odegaard's done. Saka's not the player he was. Done. Eze, he's killed him. Martinelli can't play 90 minutes. Trossard has 2 good games, 3 bad games. Gorkarez, if he don't score goals, other than if he don't put the ball in the back of the net, he looks bang awful. Madwake, no end product. Scores the odd goal. First goal in what? I don't know. Everyone's fighting for something. Exactly. Everyone will be fighting for something this season. James, and I said it all along, brother, right? I said, if you look at the league table this season, everyone is fighting for something. You've got 3-tier league this season. You've got fighting for 4th, obviously fighting for the Premiership, fighting for 4th, fighting for those European places, fighting relegation. Any team that goes on a run now can end up having a good season. A good season for West Ham now would be staying in the Premier League. It wouldn't be ideal. It's not what you wanted. You was hoping to go mid-table, get into Europe. But the position you find yourself in now, James, right? If you was to stay up now and avoid relegation because you was dead and buried, you probably got to go, well, we're lucky. It's not been a bad season. Before Christmas, I thought we were finished. I think Nottingham Forest will go down personally. Look how Brentford wanted it. Yeah. David C, they're all going to be on it. They're all going to be on it. Brighton will be the same. Wolves have watched that. We've got to go to Wolves next. They're going to want something out this season. They know that they know they're going down, Wolves. They're going down. They know that. If I'm the manager of Wolves, I'm going to say, right, we're probably going down, guys. But I'll tell you what, wouldn't it be good if we can go and wouldn't it be good if we can get one over on Arsenal? The potential champions. Wouldn't that be great? Let's give our fans something. To them, that's their cup final now. That's their cup final. What you don't realise is when we're going to teams like Wolves and having to play Burnley or and Burnley, Wolves, West Ham, that's their cup final now. Because of the position they're in, beating Arsenal, they can take something from that. It will give their fans a buzz. Yeah, we were shit, but we beat Arsenal. So these games are going to be hard. If you think you're going to rock up at Wolves and have the freedom of Wolverhampton, Molineux, think again. If you think you're going to rock up at West Ham, the London Stadium, and just take the piss and walk all over them, think again. Because one thing they can take from their season that's been poor is 3 points from Arsenal. We see it because we're realistic. Your deluded fans will go, it's only West Ham, it's only Wolves, it's only Brighton, it's only this, it's only that. We piss all over them. 4-0, 5-0. Football don't work like that. You've got to earn the right to be champions. You've got to earn the right. You've got to show a bit of backbone. And it's in games like tonight against Brentford, you had to show that still. You've got to show that you want to win that Premiership. Every player's got to be giving 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10s performances. You go and do the job. Man City have won 3-0. 24 hours later, you go and win 2-1, 2-0, 3-0, whatever. You do what it takes to get over the line. And we can't do it. We can't do it. We've got a manager that's doing this and don't know what to do and turning his head and all of that. Pretty much hiding behind his hands every time Brentford attacked. Didn't know what to do. So what does he do? What I said yesterday on the Mingle. What he does under pressure, he bats safe. He goes into safety mode. Yeah? He goes into safety mode. So he brought Calafiori on because it's safe. He brought Martinelli on the left for Trossard because it's safe. He brings Saka on, even though he's injured, for Madueke because it's safe. But does he try anything different? Does he think, I know what, I'll put an extra man in midfield. I'll bring Norgard on and push Zubamendi further up. I'll put Zubamendi in the 10 or push him up further field, get him into a more attacking position and put Norgard in the 6. I'll put Jesus up alongside Gorkarez and try and pull that centre half that got man of the match out of position because he was holding his position and just picking the ball off and winning headers. He had no pressure on him. We could see it. Manager couldn't see it. I know what. Instead of putting Saka on the right, I'll try putting Saka down the middle. Or I'll put Martinelli down the middle and use his pace. He doesn't. Like for like. Safety mode. Safe. 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 What do? We draw the game. We're 4 points in front of Man City. That's what he does. That's what he does. Big up the views, man. We're carrying Zubi. He goes most games. He's not a Prem player. Too weak and quiet. I think he's a Prem player in the right position. I told you, he's not a number 6. He's not a number 6. Big up DJB in the pack, just dropping a like. This fucking club. Jan boy, don't let it ruin your weekend, my bro. Don't let it ruin your weekend. Do not let it ruin your weekend, brother. Don't let this club ruin you. I'm trying not. But we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Views on sport. Sub to views in there. You know the rules. Pick up again, Restolini. Smash the like button, subscribe to DJB. Yeah, big up E20, man, my friend. Big up, my friend. Do you know what? I'm so glad it's the FA Cup this weekend. I am so glad it's the FA Cup this weekend. Honestly, I can't take another league game. It's like a breath of fresh air, isn't it? It's like, honestly, it's like having an England international match, isn't it? I just need time off. Honestly, I just want to watch a game where I'm not stressing out. This manager has absolutely crucified me. Wolves away is the only away game I can be confident. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. Rice is running on empty. Timber's running on empty. Gabriel's running on empty. Raya's flapping at stuff and doing all sorts of madness in his distribution there. Was it me or was we going long ball at certain levels? Was we going long ball again tonight? Or was I just seeing things? Yeah. I am not confident going into any game now. That's it. That is it. Cardiff Gunner, what's the answer, DJB? The answer was last season, brother, when we should have got rid of this manager and bought man like Zidane over. That was the answer. Give Zidane the money that was spent this summer. Yeah, but he don't want to come to England. £20 million he's coming to England. That's the answer. There's no answers now. You're stuck with him. This is it. Second again, ole ole. What was Brentford singing? You'll win F all. You're going to win F all. Even they know. Brentford Football Club, they know. They've woke up and smelt the coffee. We're Banter FC, mate. You think last season was bad? You wait till this season if we don't get over the line. You will not be able to go out and put your Arsenal shirt on in public. You won't be able to wear it down the gym. You won't be able to wear it on holiday. You'd have to hide it. You'd have to hide it. Anything, Arsenal hoodie, Arsenal sweatshirt, you'd be too embarrassed. You'd be too embarrassed. There's no hiding place. Can you imagine it? What this certain fan base has done has brought pain. If we don't win the league, all these, you know the people. You go through YouTube, surf the YouTube. You know the ones. Best team in the world, best team in Europe. Keep saying it. Zubimendi's world class. The manager's an elite manager. He's in the top 5 of the best ever manager. Piers Morgan giving it the best team in history, better than the Barcelona teams have gone by, better than the Real Madrids, better than the Arsenal Invincibles, better than these men behind me. This is what's been fed all season. So if we don't win this Premier League, you've got to go into hiding. Take your Arsenal stickers out your car. It will be an absolute embarrassment. Be a laughing stock. You'll be like Coco the Clown walking down the street every minute. You might be dressed in all your proper merch. You might be dressed in all your suit. But to other people, as soon as they know you're an Arsenal fan, you'll be like Coco the Clown. Embarrassment. Yeah. Rio Ferdinand was an excellent player. Paul Scholes was an excellent player. Paul Scholes had an opinion. He put his opinion across. Not to hurt Arsenal, he put a genuine opinion across and said that if Arsenal win the league, it'd be one of the worst teams to win the Premier League. One of the worst teams. He never said the worst, one of the worst. Right? And he's got a point. Because if Odegaard lifts that cup, he's the worst captain to ever lift that Premier League cup. You name me a worse captain that's lifted that trophy than Odegaard if he wins it. Tony Adams. Is he better than him? Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane, Tim Sherwood. Come on, man. Come on. I predict Man City will be top of the Prem. I'm telling you now, they'll be top of the Premier League going into that cup final. There you go. Said it. We'll be going into that Carabao Cup final and City will be top. We lack the mentality to win. We need to win. No leader on the bench. I don't believe it's the players' fault. I'm sorry. They're too rigid. They're too predictable. They don't play with any freedom. Where's all this old take the handbrake off? Where's this fast attacking football that he said in the press conference, 2 weeks ago, last week, that he come out with? Don't be pain to say, Jamie. Listen, bruv. All my chat are real ones on here. All my chat, absolute real ones. They're the proper Arsenal fans. They don't deserve. If we don't get over the line, there's a large element of fan base. If we don't win the league, don't tie all the Arsenal fans with the same brush. Do not tie all the Arsenal fans with the same brush, because there are real fans out there. I sit with them at the Emirates. I talk to them on my channel. Honestly, Timber was all over the shop. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. E20, bruv. I said it was a sending off. That's from a football point of view. That was a second yellow. But they was all waxing about Foden last night, weren't they? Oh, Foden should have been sent off. See, the refs. The refs want Man City to win the league and not Arsenal. Foden should have been red carded. He should have been sent off. It's a conspiracy. That's what they were saying. But they'll mention nothing about Gabriel's second yellow tonight. That won't even be mentioned. Igal has said he wants all negative anti-Arsenal fans to be banned. I'll tell you what, Igal, right? He said that. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not even going to respond. Yeah, not even going to respond. As I said, there's a difference of being realistic and being damn right stupid. If you're going to say stupid things, you get called out. As I said, there is still hope that we can win the Premier League. I've still got that little bit of hope, and I'm hanging on to it. But it's wearing thin, and now I'm only human. Because last year we bottled it, didn't get over the line. The year before we didn't get over the line. The year before that we didn't get over the line. We bombed out of FA Cups. We bombed out of Carabao Cups. We've been bombed out of Europe. We lost the Champions League semi-final. It was finished after 8 minutes of football at the Emirates. And now I'm seeing players that are injured. Now I'm seeing players with fatigue. I'm seeing players rush back from injury, thrown on in the second half with no effect on the game whatsoever. I'm seeing a captain that goes missing and goes hiding and fakes injury because he lost his marker in the box. I'm seeing a centre half without his partner Saliba all over the place in certain moments, having bozo moments. I'm seeing Timber pulled all over the place. And I'm seeing Gyökeres with the first touch like do you know what I mean? Like a baby dropping a bottle. So what am I meant to believe? What hope have I got? Why is calling that out being unrealistic? It's just what I see. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm hopeful. What these men don't realise, I'm hopeful. But is what it is. Yep, Gabriel was a second yellow. Facts, Jam Boy. That's just a footballing fact. But you're negative, Jam Boy. You can't say that. You're not allowed to say that. You're not an Arsenal fan by saying that. Do you know what, right? James, if you're still in the chat. We have had West Ham fans, because I listen to certain channels, West Ham and all that. There's been West Ham fans, and they've all been United this season. And they've all been calling it out all season long. Every single one of them have been calling them out. All the channels I've witnessed, not one of them has turned round and said, if we stay up, he shouldn't be a West Ham fan because he's been negative. If we stay up, I want all those fans that doubted this manager out and gone. Don't want them supporting my club. Not one of them. Liverpool fans, Arnie Slot, that have got channels. When they've had an opinion about this season and the manager that won the Premiership last year, not one of them that I've heard, and I might be wrong, I don't know, but what I've heard, not one of them have said they shouldn't be Liverpool fans, they shouldn't go and watch their club, they shouldn't go and support their club, because they've had a strong opinion and they want standards, and they can see cracks appearing and they've called it out. Look at the Liverpool fan with a big channel. What's his name? Craig, the Irish guy. Bless up, Craig. Ripping into Liverpool on his watch-alongs all over the place. I don't hear fans calling him out saying, "Get out of the club. You don't deserve to. You don't deserve to support the club." Because he's having a football opinion. He's giving his opinion. He's saying what he sees. He's being realistic. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. Man City are going up for it now. Yeah. Oh, they're washed though. Man City are washed. Worst Man City team ever. They're gone. They're finished. I don't see City winning this. Eds, they're not the Man City old. So why are they only 4 points behind us then? Why have they scored more goals than us? Our attack is absolutely appalling. Our attack has been appalling all season. Let's get it right. The reason why we're top of the league is because of our defensive unit, not our attack. That's not me being negative. What have I got to stop? Have I got to stop supporting the football club? That's a fact. That's my opinion. Big up Gianni. Make sure you go and sub to Gianni as well. Absolute legend. His Italian football knowledge is absolutely brilliant. Big up Gianni, my friend. I can't wait to do the show with you. Who'd I'd pay to go and see? I've got some right ballers. I've got some right football players who I'd pay to go and see. Real proper legends. Some of these football players go back to the 70s, brother. Massively. I'll tell you what. I can't wait because I love doing them shows because it takes me away from this fraud of a manager. The players are coming on injured. It's only going to get worse. Well, this is what you got to look at, guys. This is what you got to look at. And again, it's not being negative. You just got to look at the facts. Declan Rice is running on empty. He's playing 90 minutes week in, week out, working his socks off, covering Zubamendi, covering Odegaard, covering whoever plays midfield, trying to drive, trying to create. He's trying to be creative. He's trying to score. He's defending. Just look at the work rate he puts in, week out, week in, week out. Saka's not the same player. He's injured. And it's Timber was injured for a long time last season. He's looking now a little bit leggy. This is what I'm saying. We're at peak performance now. Our players are running on empty. They're peak level now. Man City are fresh. They've got options in attack all over the place. All over the place. They've got Marmoush. They've got Doku, they've got Semenyo. He went and strengthened in January. Why? Why did he go and get Semenyo and Gahey in January? Because he believes he can win the Premier League. It's still in your hands, but can your hand on heart say they will not make it? Is in our hands, bruv, and I can't with my hand on my heart. I can't, mate. I can't. I really can't. I want to. I can't. I just can't do it, mate. Can't do it. You know, it's like going back to a restaurant where you've had a bad curry in it. You just can't do it. Do you know what I mean? You just can't walk in there. You got to walk past it and go to the next one. What year was you born, DJB? Oh, long in the 60s. Not giving the exact year, but in the 60s, brother. Tony Adams is laughing. Captain in forget the league when he's never stepped up the man. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tony Adams plays in that team tonight, we don't lose. Vieira plays in that team tonight, we don't lose. That's the difference. Yeah, you have to hit 90. Lynch. We're on about the same level, Lynch, you know. We give praise when praise is due. We call it out when it's not. And we try and keep the faith, don't we? We try and keep the faith, brother, don't we, me and you? But it's just and a lot of the chat, we do try and keep the faith. This is what I'm trying to say. But you just keep getting hit all the time, you know? All the time. All the time. I can sit here and go, oh, look, 4 points clear, we're going to walk the league. We'll smash Wolves 4-0. We'll beat Chelsea at home 3-0. But you'd be lying. Why say it? Why say it when you don't really mean it? This is what gets me. This is what gets me. And as I said yesterday, why are we worried about Man City? If we're that good and this manager's such a genius, why are we worried about Man City? Why? Because deep down, they've been hurt in the past. By who? By Gorkarez? No. By Eze? No. By the manager. That's it. This is in-game management, my friend. It's that I've always said it. Big up to you, Binks. I'd say to the original puppet master. Binks, we had this conversation when I met you, didn't I? 114. We know. Joseph, big up. Big up to every single one of yous in the chat. Absolute legends, people. Absolute legends. That's why honestly, I predicted 3-1, but really I was just hopeful. I didn't. Do you know the sad thing is, you know, when I made that prediction 3-1, I didn't really wholeheartedly believe it. I didn't wholeheartedly believe it. I thought it'd be 1-1 or 2-1. I just thought, do you know what? Let's go bang them 3-1. You know? We have to get the Cronkies out. I'm telling you now, I've been really lenient with the Cronkies because at the end of the day, they've spent £1 billion. They've backed the manager. They've given him the money. They've bought the players. Let's be honest. They bought Berta in, top sporting director. So you can't lean too much into the owners. Since this manager, I mean. But if this brother doesn't go over the line next year, if he doesn't get to the Premier League title and win it, or the Champions League, and he only comes away with a Carabao Cup this season, and we finish second again, and he gets another 2-3 years on the back of it, then it's the owners. I won't be blaming Arteta. How can you blame Arteta? That's like having a manager in your business losing you money and instead of sacking him, keeping him on and giving him a pay rise. There comes a point when you've got to look at yourself. He's going to turn up for work every day. He might be absolutely crap running your business, losing your money. But until he gets his marching orders, it's your fault for keeping him on. So you can't blame Arteta. I don't blame Odegaard for being captain. I'll blame this manager for not being brave enough, sitting him down and say, shut your mouth, you're not captain anymore. Be a good little boy, put your boots on, get out there and play football. See that armband? Go and give it to Gabriel or Declan Rice. So I don't blame Odegaard. He can't believe his luck. He's crap, and he's crap, and he's captain of the third biggest club in the country. He can't believe it. It's Christmas every single day for that man. Make it make sense. I can't get my head around it. It's back crap. I can't get my head around it. It's getting tiring having the women make my day by winning games confidently, and then the men absolutely stinking out a lot. Happens every year. Yeah. The girl gaffer, put her in. Put a manager of this football club. Big up to the women all the time, and big up to you for coming in. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the community, every single one of you. If you're new, subscribe, smash the likes. You know what to do, people. You know what to do. You'll hear all the narratives tomorrow. You'll hear Semenyo and Semoy, whatever his name is, whatever Shane calls him, Zippy in it, whatever he calls him. You hear the other fraud as well. You hear all sorts of narratives being spun about the referee, and they looked tired, and Brentford had a game plan, and we was silly to think that we could go and roll Brentford over. And you're going to get games like this in the Premier League. When you're chasing a title, you're going to get games like this. Games like what? Games like what? Got options, squad depth. Favourites to win the European Cup. And we're rocking up at Brentford in a title race and can't win. No excuses. We were crap, we were poor, and the manager was clueless. Just say it as it is and move on. Don't make up all scenarios and stories. Just say it as it is and move on to the next game. And then hopefully we can get the job done. Why are we spinning around Kylie Minogue settings? Oh, because it was this, because it was that. Just hold your hands up. The manager didn't have a clue. Certain players didn't show up. We lacked idea. We were predictable. He didn't change the system. He made the wrong substitutions and he got it wrong. Walk away. Go to Wolves, get 3 points. Move on. Instead of that, you're going to hear all the PR, all the protection, all the excuses, all the narratives, all of this, and it'll go on all week, and it'll be on different streams, and you'll hear different people say this, different people say that, and it can all be tied up in a couple of sentences. The manager ain't good enough. Simple as that. Brenny, evening DJB. We certainly played the best football tonight. Bloody awful. Absolutely. Do you know what, right? I'm absolutely appalled. I've been going 1 hour and 19, and I have not give any credit to Brentford. Big up Brentford. Big up that manager, and big up that small football club. What an absolute football team. They've lost Wissa. They've lost Mbeumo. They've lost their captain. They've lost their manager. And they're in a European. They're in a Europe. They're what? 2 points behind Liverpool Football Club. Now I'll ask you this: if Arteta was in charge of Brentford, where would they be? Where would they be? Arteta, if Gabriel leaves, Saliba leaves, Declan Rice leaves, and we lose our best players, Where would we be with this manager? Give Brentford to Mikel Arteta this season and tell me where they would be in the league. I'll tell you where they would be. 2 points above Nottingham Forest. Minimum. And that's me being generous. West Ham would not need to worry about relegation if Mikel Arteta was in charge of Brentford. So hats off to Brentford. Organised, physical, changes it up. He changed it up tonight. Put an extra player down the middle. Overrun our midfield. Went a goal behind and he changed it up. We go a goal in front and stick to the same system. And then when they equalise, we still stick to the same system. This is a manager that's been in the job 5 minutes for Brentford. Do you know what, clock end, right? If we had Henry, Salah and Haaland at this football club, they'd look bang average. They'd look ordinary. Look at a man like Eze. You'd be lucky to get 10 million for him. Look what he's done to Eze. Look what he's done to Saka. Killed him. Played him in games, overplayed him. Michael Owen settings. Finished. Look what he's done to Martinelli. Has Martinelli gone levels? Martinelli should be a £120 million player now. You won't be able to sell him. And this is what people don't want to hear. You think it's bad now. We do not win the league. This is why winning the league this season is so vital to Arsenal Football Club. And I'll tell you why. Because if we don't win the league now, you're going to have top players wanting to leave, regardless of contracts. Saliba would want to go to PSG. Declan Rice will be looking over his shoulder. Gabriel will probably want to go to Saudi because he's turning, 29? Players will be wanting, the Timber, you'll have your top players wanting to leave the football club. And we won't be able to replace them because there's no money. We won't be able to get rid of players. We're going to have to get rid of players on a free. Jesus will be walking out on a free. Havertz will be walking out on a free. Who's going to buy them? They're riddled with injuries. Havertz can only play about 6 games. 280 grand a week. Who's going to want to buy him? So then you're going to have players go out on a free. And the next manager comes in, is going to have no money to spend. And we're going to have to rebuild all over again. That's the long-term damage of this football club if he doesn't win the Premier League. It's like a club being relegated, but up the other end of the table. You've got to start all over again. No different. You're just in a different league. You get relegated, you start all over again. You don't win the Premier League when you've had £1 billion spent on it and players on contracts 5-6 years on 300 grand a week wanting to leave the club. You've got to start all over again. That's a fact. Oh, that's you being negative. No, that's me being realistic, my friend. I've seen it. Seen it. I swear Liverpool have never been this shit. This is our only chance. The football's not even great, is it? It's true what Shane says. It's crap football, isn't it? But if it wins you the league, no one's bothered. I just want the league. I don't care how we play. Just win. Just get me the league. Just get me over the line. But do you know what would make it worse? If you're playing brilliant, outstanding football and you fall short, it's a bit of a consolation, isn't it? that 22-23 season when we were banging teams for fun off the park. Yeah, we didn't win the league and it hurt. But you saw some great football that season. You don't win the league this season. Not only you've got the pain of not winning the league, you've also got the pain of that we've played crap all season as well. The football ain't even been good to watch. So you've had to suffer bad football and not winning the league. Keown said we should be happy with the result. Yeah, because Keown wants to go pitch side at the Emirates and he want to keep in with a good old gang, doesn't he? Yeah. How can you be happy? Ask Martin Keown if he'd have been happy with that result when he played for Arsenal in that invincible team. United 3 points. Yeah. 4 seconds in a row. Say it ain't so. I hope so. I hope not, Lynch. I hope not, brother. I absolutely hope not. My mum's fell asleep watching it. I'll fall asleep at the Emirates. Bless up your mum. She ain't having my sleeping bag though, brother. DNA trumps everything. This Arteta's DNA. Smash the like button. Come on, let's go. Arteta is a coward. Everything he says in the press conference is a gimmick. When it's time to change the game through subs or make game adjustments, he's clueless. He's clueless. Absolutely. Completely. He did not have a clue what to do. You're right, Darren. They were the better side. We were lucky to get a point. They were miles the better side, Darren. Absolute miles the better side. Ethan better than Havertz and Odegaard. I know I'm way behind on this chat, people, because I've been rabbiting on. I'm so sorry. The club must be paying off Keown, 100%. When you're playing badly, you don't take off your player who's just scored. No, even though he's crap, though, Darren, isn't he? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like your ugly mate scoring with the best-looking girl in the school. You know what I mean? You say congratulations to him, but really you think, how the hell have you done that? You know where I'm coming from, bruv. Keown sellout. Yeah. Don't watch him. I don't watch him, brother. Next Spurs away with a new manager bounce. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know it. Eze's been stripped of all his ability. He ain't going to the World Cup. He's done. He's done. He's done. He's done. He might as well go home to his missus and say, you know, in the summer, can you book a holiday to Spain or Mauritius? No, Eberiche, you're going to the World Cup, aren't you? No, I've signed for Arsenal Football Club. My World Cup's over. I'm done. I'm done. I'm Ethan Wanyeri. I'm going out on loan next season. I'm gonna rock up at Brighton next season, or I'll go back to Palace. Rush back, same as Havertz is managed. Yeah, no plan B. Been saying that for time. No plan B. Said it last night, DJB. Nerves will play a part. The first sign of it tonight. As for Eze, that performance against Spurs seems a long time ago. 100%. Seems a million miles away from him, Eze. It's like the fast Aldgate train. Metline behind you, catching you up and suddenly passing at speed. Exactly, Darren. It's like standing at the station and seeing that C2C whistle past you, that fast train whistle past you, and you're thinking, God, I wish I was on that. Yeah. Or it's like sitting out in your garden in the summer and it's or in the summer and it's pouring a rain and you see that plane go overhead and you think, oh, I wish I was on that. Don't know where they're going, but I wish I was on that. Told you about Brentford's own record. Jay, listen, I was under no illusion, brother. I knew Brentford was a good side. I called it out, didn't I? Their last 10 games, 19 goals, won 8, lost 2. I knew it. I don't know why I said 3-1. I haven't got a clue why I said 3-1. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bruv. I let my guard down, didn't I? Yeah. Martin Keown's a pound note away. I'll tell you what, though, Chelsea's going to rock up at the Emirates and get a result. I don't know whether they'll win, but they'll get a result. They'll take a point minimum. 130. The trouble is I'm at the situation now where I'm looking at these players. I'm looking at Arsenal players, and it's psychological now, isn't it? They could have had a chance of going 9 points clear, and now they're only 4, and they know a team like City are just watching every single move. And this team has finished runners up. They've not been able to get over the line. Psychologically now they're getting hurt, aren't they? It's a mental thing. And they've got nothing in their legs. They're tired. They're running on adrenaline. They're mentally scarred. And they've got to produce every single week, week in, week out, week in, week out. Listening to this manager. Seen proper Arsenal squads, this management team. Oh, mate, we've had some great teams over the years, man. Saka hasn't been fit since Madrid when he was rushed back. Nope. Should have bought some decent wingers. You'd have been all right. Glory days, big time. We ain't got no wingers. We ain't got a number 10 at the football club. Said that before Christmas. Anyone in the chat, watch my streams. I said there is no number 10 at this football club. We ain't got one. There's no Paul Merson. There's no Bergkamp. There's no one. Gone. Odegaard ain't it. Eze ain't it. There's no number 10. We're playing without a number 10. Tony Adams would have said to Keown, what have you been smoking? Exactly. He'd have probably given him a right-hander, I think. Nowhere to hide. Ear-eyed, man. Ear-eyed. Before we go cruising City, we're off the pace. Honestly. DJB, I'm looking at the Cronkies from this point on. Yeah, Prome. I understand it, my friend. I understand it. DJB, I like Gum Clinic. STI Clinic, I'll take a postman back. Hoping City starts slipping up. Are they going to start slipping up now? They smell blood now, bruv, don't they? They know we're on a wobble. Pep's been there and done it. He's seen Arteta foul. He knows him. He knows what's coming. Can't even be that confident playing Spurs next weekend. Nope. Arteta's an imposter. I don't rate him and all the manager. He's been winging it the whole career. Disgrace. Binks, 100%. 100%. Thiago turned Mosquera at will today. If Mosquera plays like that going forward, I said it before, didn't I? Although Mosquera, I mean, if it weren't for him, mate, we've lost 2-1. Great interception, that tackle. Rice looked like he carried the whole midfield. He's been looking like that all season. All season. Where was Zubamendi? Where was he stepping up? You're world class. You step up, yeah? Games like this tonight, world class players step up. Your captain steps up. Thomas Frank has got crap players at Spurs. Thomas Frank is not a bad coach. He's proven that with Brentford. Year in, year out. He's not a bad coach. It was just going to Tottenham. Tottenham is a poison chalice at the moment. Yeah, they think they're a big club. It's true what Ange says. I've said it for years. When we was going to do that Super League, that breakaway Super League, Tottenham should not be in it. Wolves next. Yep. That'd be interesting. I had a feeling we could struggle tonight. I was unsure of the score. Yeah, Darren, you called it 1-1, brother. How negative are you? Come on. You don't deserve to support Arsenal, my friend. It's 1-1 at Brentford. What prediction was that? Disgraceful. Big up DJB. It's either a win trophy or sack him next season. Not even a win a trophy, my friend. Premier League, minimum. Carabao Cup, don't wash it with me. 6 years of trust in the process, going through phases, £1 billion. Best team in the country, best team in Europe, best team here, best team now. I want more than the Carabao Cup. If he doesn't win the Premier League, sack him. Done. Get someone in that can get over the line. I don't want no Gareth Southgates at my football club. Brendan Rodgers and all of that, men. No. My standards are higher than that. I'm 43 years work. I've come across many types like Arteta. I talk but no trousers. Exactly. Years ago, Wenger was given full control, and now we're in the exact identical situation with Arteta. It's almost as if the owners... The trouble is, when Wenger had full control, he had credit in the bank. He produced some of the best football this club's ever seen in its life. He produced some of the football that Europe's seen. He was up there with some of the best teams in the world. He won doubles. He won premierships. He had a right to have some say in the football club. This guy Arteta, my friend, has got no right whatsoever. None. It's almost as if, listen, I'm pretty confident they're onto him. I'm pretty confident he knows what he's got to win. Wolves next Wednesday away. Yep. Piss in the rain, gale force wind. Wolves on a bit of a roll. Let's be honest. Yeah. I bet your Wolves wish they were playing like they are now at the beginning of the season. They might not be so far behind. If you look at that bottom 5 teams or that bottom 6 teams, probably Wolves and West Ham are probably showing more fight than all the others. Just watched the Wrighty and Bergkamp overlap interview. The players took responsibility on the pitch and were winners. We have too many lady boys who hide like Odegaard. Yeah. They don't lose that game tonight. They don't draw that game tonight. None of them players you've just mentioned do not draw that game tonight after watching City win. 2 wins in the last 5. It's still February. Yep. Ice cold. You know, brother. You know. Hendon Gooner, same here, can smell this empty vessel coming a mile off. Yeah, we've all got to get on board the ship. All got to get on board the ship, people. Everyone on board. Everyone on board. Come on. It slipped with Nottingham and Chelsea, 10 men. Better to be realistic. Do you know when I started to see the slip? Sunderland away for me. That's when I started to think, do you know what? We look vulnerable here. We're getting overrun. We're getting out-muscled. Because I remember when you had fans and pundits turning around and going, oh, that's it now. This team, you don't see them get out-muscled anymore. They don't get bullied now. We're a lot physical. This team's physical. And I didn't see that at Sunderland. And I didn't see it tonight. Didn't see it. We were getting out-muscled. We were losing second ball. When Brentford went a goal behind, there was only one team in there. I think Martinelli had a chance where that keeper pulled off a brilliant save, by the way. Arteta should be manager of Rangers. He won't get a big job at Rangers, Arteta. No chance. No chance. January champions. Yep. You said it. Manchester City are like a horse running late to the line. Arsenal are slowing up and City are building momentum now. I know, mate. I know. I can't disagree with you. I want to disagree with you. I can't, no. Big up to you, my friend. I can't. The loss to United. The trouble is, as I said, if we were playing brilliant football, if we were showing like smashing teams, hitting crossbars, cleared off the line, brilliant shots, a number 10 that's dominating proceedings, I'd feel more confident. but we're not. We're a team that look like we're a team that's struggling. Yeah? Just getting over the flu or something and you're having to go to work the next day. You know that feeling when you've just got over a virus and you've got to go to work the next day and you're in work and you're doing the work, but you've still got that virus and you're like, oh, I feel so tired. That's our players. That's what our midfield looks like. Finished. Big up, Shano. Big up, man. I hope you're feeling well, brother. I can't imagine what your breakfast show is going to be like tomorrow, my friend. We ain't winning anything this season. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Saka are all carrying injuries, exhausted. City have Reinders, Cherky, Foden, etc. held back, ready for the rip. 100%, Shane. Been saying it on the stream. They look fresher. They've got more daisies in the garden than what we have. We've got weeds. We're growing weeds. They're growing sunflowers, ready to blossom, ready to bloom. We've got weeds and dandelions and all sorts of madness going on. Big up to you, my friend. Make sure you go and follow Shane Gooner. Yeah. We take a lot of stick, me and Shane. Honestly, some of the comments that we get, you wouldn't believe, brothers. You would not believe. All because we want standards at our football club. It's ridiculous. 51, 52 years now I've been following this football team. I was there when we won the Cup Winners' Cup. I was in Paris when we lost the Champions League. I was at Anfield when we won in 89. I've been to most FA Cup finals. Ipswich when we lost. West Ham when we lost. Trevor Brooking. Been all over Europe. Been pretty most grounds in the country. Wrexham, Thomas 2-1 when we lost. Oldham on the drastic plastic when we lost, when we got dumped out, went all the way up to Oldham on a Wednesday night, freezing cold. And yet I get told I don't deserve to support the football club because I have an opinion and I want standards raised. And I know what's coming round the corner and I'm fed up of not winning the champion. And I'm fed up of seeing all these teams win the Premier League and not Arsenal. Madness. Absolute madness. Says it all when you got people saying that Odegaard is better than Liam Brady, one of the best players that this country's ever seen grace the football field. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying Gyökeres is better than Ronaldo. It's that level. It's like saying Gyökeres is better than Haaland. Yeah, Martin, you know, brother. You know, we're the League of Gentlemen's people. This is the real chat. Big up, Prome. Darren Sullivan, 942, spot on. Subscribe to Shane Gooner. You know Shane. Yeah, go and check him out, my friend. He's like Marmite. You love him or hate him. Simple as that. He delivers exactly what it says on the tin. Same as me. You know? And it's true what someone said that I heard earlier. When you watch a channel on ITV, if you don't like what they say, you switch it over and watch something else. You don't write to the ITV and tell them how bad they all are. You just don't watch that programme. It's the same here. It's the same with our channels. No one's forcing anyone to watch it. It's like me, I don't really slag off anyone. I just don't watch them. I just don't watch them. I don't associate myself with them. Yeah, I don't associate myself with them. I don't watch them, but they're more than happy to come to block 114 and meet me. That's all I'm saying. More than happy. And I'll talk to them, shake their hand. We'll sit down. We'll discuss things. Not a problem. And then they'll come away and they'll go, actually, you know what I mean? At this stage of the season, Arsenal's nuclear winter strikes again. Exactly. Comparing Odegaard to Brady is a disgrace. Bergkamp and Brady have been my favourites since 1970. This is what they do, brother. This is what they'll do. They'll spin the narrative. What they do, they listen to people like Piers Morgan telling them it's the best team in history. Best team in history. Did you see the great Barcelona teams of the past? The great Real Madrid teams? The great Arsenal teams? Alex Ferguson's Man United's? Yeah? Pep's Man City's treble-winning teams and all of this. But this team that's won nothing, that's struggling to get over the line again, is the best in history. Yeah, Foden's back. He's back, brother. Arteta could never. He plays them until they're gone. It was the grass, the ball, the weather, etc. Yeah, you're going to hear it. You'll hear every single narrative. Has he done a post-match press conference yet? Let's have a look, people. Laugh out loud. Odegaard would even get into the Forest team. Wouldn't get into most teams. Chelsea Marino team 2005, 2006. Sorry, my friend, I forgot about. How can I forget about that great team? That great Chelsea team. Drogba and all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Disrespectful, isn't it? Disrespectful. Disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful. Big up the Lynch and everyone. Liam Brady used to go Odegaard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Piers Morgan is a plague globalist. Yeah. Do you know what's keeping me going, guys? I'm watching the Winter Olympics. I'm loving it. I love the Winter Olympics, man. That's what's keeping me sane at the moment. I go and watch the luge and all that cross-country thing and, yeah, the speed skaters, all of that. Some of them speed skaters, man, they can half skate and all, can't they? Oh, dear, honestly. Let's see if this... let's see what this fraud has to say. Let's see what nonsense. Every word from the post match. Here he goes. Here we go, people. I've not seen this. This is off the press. I'm going to share it with you, chat. All right. If I get behind on the chat, I apologise. I've had 120, 150 people in the building. Make sure you all smash a like. I try to read every single comment, people. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I'm trying to get through them all. And I do appreciate every single comment and every single chat that you make. Big up to every single one of you. But let's get into this, people, before we get this depressing night over and done with. Hang on. Look at his face, right? Have a look at this, people. Have a look at this. Have a look at that. Where have we seen that face before last season? Look, he knows, doesn't he? He knows. Anyone that can read body language knows that this man, look, he knows. Right. Hold up the chat. We're going to have a little scroll down. As I said, this is new to me. I've not seen any of this. Here we go. So we left West London with a point. Yeah, la-di-da-di-da. None in the Midweek headage yet. Here's everything Mikel had to say in the press conference. On the result, well, I think the game had different moments. The first 10, 15 minutes, we lacked certain composure to dominate the game better. No, you lacked tempo and creativity. That's what you lacked, not composure. All right? I think after that, we started to play much more in our way and started to play in their half and generated some good situations. Yeah, but you didn't generate any clear-cut chances, did you? Without really having clear-cut chances. Oh, well, there you go. The second half, the way we started, we really looked to threat. Yes, we did. I'll give him that. The way we combined, the way we threat constantly, their back line, goalkeeper, it was much better. Yeah. Again, without really hitting the target enough times to finish enough actions. And we scored the goal and the game was under total control. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But against them, that's not enough because they just need somebody to make a foul that is unnecessary. There you go. Here we go. Ball in the channel, they push you. The clearance is not good. Ball goes for a throw in, you have to pray because they are exceptional at what they do. The chaos that is in around the ball is very difficult to defend. Why is it difficult to defend? Oh dear, what waffle. Just read it, people. I can't read it. Credit to them as well for that. And then the game became most open, transitional. They had one of the big chances in the clearance of Declan Rice. Well done, Declan Rice, playing in the 6 and the 8. And at the end, we have two very good counters and probably the biggest chance of the game, Martinelli. Yeah, and he fluffed it. You have to. It's football. Can make a decision, and the action he did. But if you want to win here, you're going to have to be really ruthless in the boxes. And today we lack that. We lacked creativity. We lacked chances. Yeah. Waffle, waffle, waffle. On the reason the halftime change. Because with the way especially that we were pressing, I think we needed another kind of profile. See how he uses these words? Profile. Not player, profile. This is what everyone latches onto. This is why I said that he should be a politician. Yeah. Big up the chat, everyone. It's in there. I'm not highlighting. Yeah, we're going through here, people. So if I get behind on the chat, I apologise, but I am reading them and everyone in the chat's reading one another. It's an absolute blinding community. Big up to every single one of you people. Yeah. To generate many, many problems, right? For them around those areas. And I think Odegaard came on in the pitch really well. And the team had another gear and more threat to arrive to areas. But we wanted to do in that decision. We had 10 minutes of football in that second half that we looked dangerous. 10 minutes max. Then Odegaard went missing. Didn't say that though, did he? What the press now should be saying, right, if I was in that press room, is I understand you bringing on Odegaard to change things up. But when they equalised, what was your thoughts on Odegaard, the captain, going missing for the rest of the game? On Eze, well, I think he had moments. No, he never. And it's not easy when you move to a new club. He's been there since the start of the season. It's now February with 13 games to go. It's always like this when you play against a team like that, like this, and the ball a lot of the times not on the floor, and you have to be constantly breaking the play to do that, especially for Tiag. What is he going on about? What is he going on about? What is he going on about? How is that giving us any idea about Eze? He can sum that up in one sentence. I have wrecked this player's career and he's not going to the World Cup in the summer. I've killed him. Because the system I play don't allow him to express himself. Nothing to do with high balls. What's he on about? I'm playing after Man City. I think we played as well as after them a few times this season. We have won games. Today is not about that. Today we lack certain things against them. You have to defend those situations, even better, prevent them. You want to give them no chance or just hope that something bad happens. What's he on about? Something bad happens. We didn't manage that well enough for us, probably. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Look at the questions he's being asked on Brentford's style, on staying calm. That's what we have to do. I mean, we're going to be willing and preparing to win every single match. And the only thing we can do is focus on that. We need to raise the levels collectively and individually. Well, you can't, because the players are knackered and they've got injuries. You can't raise the levels. They're at their level. They can't go up another level. This is it. Be real. What about you raising your levels, Arteta? How about you changing the way you are? How about you showing a bit of imagination and a bit of guile? How about your in-game management coming up to another level? How about that? I can't. It's absolute waffle. Waffle, waffle, waffle. This man is under pressure. This man cracks under pressure. He's done it last season. He's done it the season before. And he's doing it in big games tonight. Liverpool at home could have gone 9 points clear. He fouled. Man United, big game. He fouled. Chelsea, 10 men, fouled. City going 3 points behind us. Massive game tonight. Huge game tonight. Lots of pressure on it. He fouled. Every time this guy is in a pressured situation where there is a lot at stake, he fouls. Time and time and time again. And all of that waffle in the press conference is just to please the selective few that get in the press conference, that have the questions vetted, what they're going to ask. So he swings the narrative, uses the buzzwords so it deflects the whole situation away. And everyone thinks the sun shines out of his backside. This guy, Saka, injured, finished. This guy, as a footballer, awful. As a goal scorer, good. You need more than that from a striker, though. You look at all the top strikers, they bring something else other than goals. Ian Rush, Mark Hughes, Dwight York, Andy Cole, Michael Owen, Thierry Henry, Tony Cottee, Frank McAvent. You name all the strikers, they bring something else to the game. They bring something else to the party. Yeah? This guy, other than score, which is very rarely in this team, brings nothing. I'm sorry. I'd sooner him up front than Havertz and Jesus, but I'm just being realistic. It's just incredible, isn't it, people? Incredible. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash a like. Every season he overplays players. Yep, knackered, gone. Yep, 100%. This is how he keeps the Cronkies on side. Waffle. Yep, waffle, waffle, waffle. I don't call it. What should we call it? Let's not call it the press. Let's not call it the press conference. Let's call it the waffle conference. The waffle. Pep knows Arteta. Yeah. They won't sack Arteta even if he wins fuck all. They probably won't. Do you know what? I'm starting to think that now. I was confident that he'd go, but do you know what? I don't think he will. I don't think he will, my friend. This is how he keeps the Cronkies on side. Exactly. This Arteta taxi, it's the problem. Lack of in-game change and formation. Facts. People, it's been an absolute pleasure. I wish the result was a pleasure. It wasn't. We move on. 1-1, 4 points clear. As I said, you can either look at the bigger picture, you can look at the facts. It's up to you. I like to keep my mind open. I like to look at the bigger picture. And let's look at the bigger picture. If we'd taken care of business, we'd be 6 points clear. And we didn't take care of business again. Big game, big moment, pressure's on, fouled. Players going missing, players hiding, players lacking creativity. Going forward, we lack excitement, we lack variation. We're predictable, we're easy to defend against. Players are injured. Players look tired. And they're the facts. Now, if you think that that's going to get us over the line against a re-emerged Manchester City with players that have been rotated, players that are coming back from injury, that have had proper time out to get over their injury, that have been nurtured back into the team after long-term injury properly, still got the best striker in world football. They've got a Ballon d'Or winner in midfield that's getting better every single game he plays, not getting worse, getting better. They've got Gahey, who they signed in the summer, that's come and fitted straight in like a new glove, as if he's been there for years. And they've got Semenyo balling out on the left. And they've got Phil Foden that can turn a game as well. That's exciting in the final third. Yeah, they might let in goals, but they can score goals at any time. And they've got a manager that's been there, done it, eaten it, smelt it, wore it, slept with it, done it, whatever. Took it round the block for a ride. Been there and done it. We've got a manager that's won the same as Crystal Palace, FA Cup and Charity Shield. So think what you will, people. Think what you will. Great community huddle. Absolutely wonderful people. Thank you very much indeed. Make sure you sub to like. Big ups to the West Ham James as well, E20 Zone that was in our chat as well. All fans are welcome. Chelsea fans that have been in, Liverpool fans that have been in. Yeah, it's a football channel at the end of the day. We're all entitled to views. We're all entitled to our opinion. Whether you agree with it or not, you keep respectful. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to watch it. You can go to elsewhere. So they're the options. It's free. And that's it. So, yeah, that's my rundown. You big Eddie Wankers never added it in January. Thought we were the perfect setup. Yep. Absolutely, Darren. This is the problem. This is the problem. Med count gone from the roof again. Great community huddle. Big up, Spence. Big up, my friend. Yeah, Liverpool will be back next. Oh, by the way, if we don't win it next season, you think Liverpool are gonna lay down? You don't think Liverpool are gonna be stronger next year? You don't think Man United are rolling into town? Chelsea are gonna get their act together? Man City are not going anywhere? That's without your Aston Villas improving and your Newcastle improving. If you don't win it this year, people, it's going to be another long time before we do. Because that's another thing that I'm worried about. We've got players at this football club that need to be moved on. They're going stale. You need to freshen it up. We've got players at this football club that's need to be moved on. So this year is big. This year means everything. And if we don't win it, as I said to you before, don't be going out in your Arsenal merch. You wouldn't want to be seen in an Arsenal hoodie or an Arsenal top if we don't win the league. It'd be embarrassing. You'd be bantered. You'd be absolutely bantered. So we'll see. Yeah, got the FA Cup. FA Cup against Wigan. Enjoy it, people. Take your mind off the Premiership. Enjoy the FA Cup. The beauty of the FA Cup is this weekend. I love the FA Cup. I absolutely love it. No VAR, proper football, proper mistakes. Seeing the little teams compete against the big teams. It's what it's all about, people. I love the FA Cup. So big up to every single one of you. Thank you for joining me. Be safe. Come on, you Gunners. We move on. We move on. Yeah, didn't get the job done again tonight. There you go. Who'd have thought, eh? Who'd have thought? Take care, people. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you sub as well. Make sure you sub to Shane Gooner, Views that raided, E20 Zone that was in. Go and check him out. He's watch along. West Ham watch alongs are great, by the way. Go and check him out every now and again. Everyone else that came in with their channels, make sure you follow them. David C, big up to you, my friend. And yeah, big up. Who am I going to raid? Who's live? Probably Lee's live, isn't he? Raid to North Side. Yeah, we could go North Side. Let's have a look. Let's have a look who's on. It's really difficult. I wish I could raid to more than two. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard to pick one. Yeah, let's have a look. What I'll do, let's have Sue's on. Let's see who's on, brothers. Let's see who's on. Bear with. Thank you all for joining in tonight anyway. Absolute legends, every single one of you. Keep me sane, brothers. Keep me sane. Brentford hold Arsenal. Some of these channels, Brentford hold Arsenal. Hang on a minute. Brentford hold Arsenal. It was Arsenal holding Brentford at the end. They make you sick, don't they? Is Lee live? Let's have a look. Let's have a look who's live. Let's have a look, people. 1 sec. If I've frozen, ignore me, all right? Because sometimes it freezes when I do this, people, okay? Emergency meeting. Yeah, New Year, same shit. Arsenal. Yeah, let's North. Let's get over to North. You were going to raid North then. New Year, same shite. Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. Calling. He's doing a calling. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be going over to North Side, people. All right. Big up to every single one of you. BB Kiev's live as well. Oh, bruv. Yeah. Listen, North Side's live. My brother Taran BBK's live. I'll tell you what, I raided BBK last night. So it's only fair I raid North Side tonight. I'd love to raid everyone, but I can't do it, people. But you've got a choice. You've got BBK going live. Northside's got a call-in show. Lee's probably live as well. One thing's for sure, though, guys. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you sub, smash a like. You know where it's at, people. All the super chats, thank you very much indeed. Martin Tapp, Joseph Connor Golden, absolute legends. All my regulars have been in. You know you are. The Lynch, David C, the Prome, the Vikings been in. Yeah. The Arsenal huddle, Erling Haaland, the Prome. You've all been in. Thank you very much indeed. Taffy Gunner since as well. Spencer's been in as well. Jay from Chelsea. We've had E20 Zone in. Everyone. Big up to every single one of you people. My next stream will be Sunday night. Will be the sit back session Sunday night. We'll have a little talk about the FA Cup, and we'll have a talk. We'll look ahead to the game against Wolves. There'll be more fallout over the Arsenal and Brentford game for sure. So I won't be around tomorrow. I won't be around Saturday. Going to go watch the FA Cup, Arsenal Wigan. I'll be there. So yeah, Sunday sit back session. Nicholas as well. Big up to you, my friend, as always. Bless. Bless, bless, bless. Oh, prediction of Wigan. Listen. No disrespect to Wigan, but 3-0 Arsenal. 3-0 Arsenal, depending on what team he puts out. But who knows? Who knows? Don't know. Don't know for sure. But I'll say a fairly confident 3-0, people. Big up to everyone. Take care. Thank you all for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Take it easy, people. Bless.